solve d square plus 2d plus 2 into y is equal to x square is the given problem. Now this is in the form of f of d into y is equal to q of x, right? So the general solution of f of d into y is equal to q of x, we have y of x is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. So first we are finding complementary function. To find the complementary function, let y is equal to e to the power of mx be a solution of f of d into y is equal to 0. Then the auxiliary equation is f of m is equal to 0. Then we will have auxiliary equation from the given problem is m square. You see, this part is we are taking as a 0. Then f of d into y will become as f of m is equal to 0. So we are replacing d by m. Then we will have m square plus 2m plus 2 is equal to 0. Friends, you see, this is a shortcut. How you can get this auxiliary equation? Now I am explaining. You are considering y is equal to e to the power of mx. Now I have f of d into y, nothing but d square plus 2d plus 2. So I have 2y means 2 into e power mx. 2dy means derivative of y, that is m into e to the power of mx. Next, d square is nothing but second derivative. Second derivative is m square into e to the power of mx, because m is m, e power mx derivative is m into e power mx. So m into m square. Now if you are substituted these all values in the above and you take e power mx is a common, then you will have m square plus 2m plus 2 is equal to 0. Now it is a product of two terms are 0. So any one of them is 0 or both will be 0. In this case e power mx never 0. So obviously m square plus 2m plus 2 is equal to 0. So it is called auxiliary equation. Okay. Now we have to find out the roots for this to get the complementary function. Friends, you see here you have a 2. So we can go for minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac. Okay. Or else you can use the calculator. You see friends, in the calculator here you have a go for equations, that is a polynomial of degree 2, m square is there. So degree 2 is here ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Right. Now so press 3 button. Now m square quotient write down. M square quotient is 1 is equal to, next m quotient is 2, again is equal to, constant is what I have 2. So press is equal to button. Then you will have the roots are minus 1 plus I, minus 1 plus I. Next another root is minus 1 minus I. Okay, you see. Here you see what I have done. First I have given the values of m square quotient as a 1, like m quotient and constant quotient. Then I have x1 is equal to minus 1 plus I. Next minus 1 minus I. So the roots of m are here. M is equal to minus 1 plus or minus I. Then this is what you can say, the roots are here complex roots. Whenever the complex roots, and this is in the form of a plus r minus bi, then we will have complementary function is e power ax into c1 cos bx plus c2 sin bx. Okay, what is a here? A is equal to minus 1. And what is the b here? The coefficient of I. What is the coefficient of I? 1. So a is equal to minus 1 comma b is equal to 1, you substitute. Then the complementary function cf is equal to e to the power of ax. What is a? Minus 1. So e power minus x into c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. So this is the complementary function. Now we have to find out the particular integral. How to find the particular integral? You see, particular integral of f of d into y is equal to q of x is we have 1 by f of d into q of x. So what we have f of d? D square plus 2d plus 2. And what is the q of x here? You have x square. Friends, you see, q of x is x square is nothing but it is a polynomial of degree 2. Yes or no? X to the power of m type. So what we have to do is you can apply the shortcut method. In the shortcut method, we have to bring out the lowest degree term. Okay. So you have to take the lowest degree term common. What is the lowest degree term here? You have 2. If you taken lowest degree term common from the f of d, then you will have 1 plus or minus pi of d form. Okay. Now you see, this is 1 by, what I am taking common? 2 if I taking common, then 1 by 1 plus d square plus 2d by 2 into x inverse. Now you see, 1 plus or minus pi of d form. Yes or no? One denominator is containing 1 plus or minus pi of d. Now you can also write this as 1 by 1 plus or minus d. How you can write? 1 plus or minus pi of d whole inverse form. So 1 by 2 into 1 plus d square plus 2d by 2 whole inverse into x square. Now you see friends, whenever right side x square is there, we are writing in terms of 1 plus or minus pi of d. Now this is like 1 plus or minus x whole inverse form. Nothing but you can apply the binomial expansion. What do you have here? 1 plus x whole inverse form. So 1 plus x whole inverse formula, that is binomial expansion, we have 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube and so on. So this polynomial of degree is here, you cannot say. But here what you have to take means, here you have right side q of x is what? X square. So you can take maximum d square term. No need of a d cube d power 4. Why? Now I am going to explain. You see, what is the derivative of x square? 2x. Next, d square of x square is 2. D cube of x square is 0. D power 4 0. So we are not taking highest power of 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now this one you can expand by using the binomial. Then 1 by 2 times of, this is 1 plus x. So 1 plus x whole inverse form, how you are expanding? 1 minus, what is the minus x here? D square plus 2d by 2, right? Plus x square. X square, why we are taking means, this is a plus b whole square form. A plus b whole square, here you have d power 1. So you will get from this expansion d square term. Now you see, d square plus 2d by 2 whole square into x square. I am not taking x cube, nothing but whole cube terms we are not required, because highest derivative will become what? 0 only. So from this also you can add this as, you see, multiply inside, then you will have 1 into x square means x square minus 1 by 2 times of, what is the d square of x square? D square of x square is what? 2x plus 2 into derivative of d square of x square is 2. So this is 2 only, right? Next, 2 into derivative of x square. Derivative of x square is 2x. So 2 times of 2 is 4x. Plus this a by b whole square you can write as a square by b square. So 1 by 4 I can write outside. Now this is a plus b whole square. You see friends, d square plus 2d whole square is equal to what we have? D to the power of 4 plus 4d square. Yes or no? Plus 4d square plus 4d cube. Nothing but a square plus b square plus 2ab. But you observe, in this expansion we have d power 4. But right side you have x square. So what you are getting? 0. So don't take this d power 4 term. And d cube term, is it required? No. Maximum index of x only we have to take. So what you require here? 4d square is enough. So 4d square of x square only. Now you simplify this. Again you see, 1 by 2 x square minus 1 by 2 times of 2 plus 4x. Now this 4 and 4 getting cancelled. D square x square is equal to 2. So plus 2. That's it. This is the particular integral. You can simplify. From this you see, you can have 1 plus 2x. Now I can write this as 1 by 2 x square. This is minus 1 plus 2. Minus 1 plus 2 means plus 1 minus 2x. That's it. So this is the particular integral. Now the general solution is y of x is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. So what is the complementary function you have? E to the power of minus x into c1 cos x plus c2 sin x plus particular integral is 1 by 2 times of x square minus 2x plus 1. Of course you can add x minus 1 whole square also. X minus 1 whole square also. Okay. Thank you for watching this video.